Giannis Antetokounmpo had a dominant performance on Sunday against the Clippers and has put up 149 points in his last 4 games. I'm Robin Lundberg here with Ben Pickman and Wilton Jackson. And guys, what stood out to me about Giannis as of late is that the Bucks are starting to play him more as a big man, and I think he's more naturally a big than he is a wing. Giannis at center is sort of a scary thought. But overall, after the two MVPs, he hasn't been at the forefront of discussions thus far this season until right now, Ben. So has Giannis been overlooked this season?
I mean, I would say instead of overlooked, I would say he's been under-discussed, certainly. After those two MVPs, Giannis came into the season with high expectations, and we had high expectations for the Bucks, and he's been very good, right? You look at his stats, the 29 points, the 12 rebounds, the 6 assists. But say on a per 36-minute basis, his stats are way down, right, compared to last year. He's averaging 4 fewer points per 36 minutes and 3.5 fewer rebounds. He still leads the NBA in twos, to your point, Robin, in terms of, being a dominant big and dominant in the paint especially. But if you look at Milwaukee, they're no longer kind of this hot team that everyone is talking about. That would be the Brooklyn Nets and the Philadelphia 76ers in the Eastern Conference. Those are the two teams we're spending a lot of time dissecting. Milwaukee is still really good, right? They're second overall in net rating in the entire league. They're going to be a threat in the postseason, but they're not the flavor of the month the way they were in past seasons. So Giannis is still being great. He's still one of the league's best players, but we're just not talking about him in the same way, and that's not because he's that much worse or because the team is that much worse. It's just because there are other things that are a little more interesting, and I think it's a wait-and-see approach until the postseason.
Yeah, he signed that extension too, right? So there was no speculation about where he might wind up, no drama around what's going on. And you got to it, I think most of us, myself included, are, waiting to see how that translates to the postseason, though I like some of the lineup adjustments they've made as of late. Wilton, what do you think?
Absolutely, Robin. I mean, you're talking about a player who signed that max contract deal, and he came in, supposed to be one of the top players in the NBA. But if you look at it, Milwaukee started off the season very slow, and they didn't put their first 4-game winning streak together until the middle of January. And then when you look now, they start off the month of February with 5 straight wins, and then they go into 5 straight losses. And so the trouble with Milwaukee has been how they finish games. And obviously Giannis hasn't been able to knock down free throws and hit those clutch shots to end the game. But now, with 2 statement wins over the Pelicans and the Clippers to end the month of February, Milwaukee could actually be back in its stride or starting to hit its stride. Giannis currently is the third best player, he has the third best ranking for player efficiency, and he has the 4th most win shares per 48 minutes in the NBA. But in terms of, where his stature is in terms of other players like, your Dames, your Lukas, your LeBrons, your Steph, your Jokic, like he hasn't been playing to that caliber, in my opinion, but now he could just be starting to hit that stride.
Well, he has been of late, and he's actually done better in the fourth quarter this season, I believe. We have to see how that translates to the playoffs when the defense gets tight. But like I said, I saw them trying to feed him inside. He's scoring off the cut instead of trying to dribble into a wall, which has been the problem that they've run into come playoffs.